Yo, this was the best interview I've ever seen in my life.
It is. There's no holds bar with this interview, man. And if you don't know who we talking about motherfucking Katt Williams, dog.
Katt Williams.
Katt fucking Williams.
5'5" ball of fucking thunder.
Yo.
Coming at all these motherfuckers,
Yo.
bro.
Yo.
I loved it. I loved it. Start to finish.
Got peek through the back, so we creepin'. Caps are blue, so you know that we begin. And I'm back for the night.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to another episode of 7 p.m. in Philly. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And we are back. We are back.
2024, man.
2024.
We made it.
We made it. We in a new location.
Yeah.
We in a new location.
Check us out,
I
man.
know, right? Look at us. Look what we doing here. Oh, you know the girls would be like, "Oh, you think you cute?
Yeah.
You think you cute?
We getting cute.
Yeah, we getting cute, man.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? So we doing things a little bit different around here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys like it. 2023 was a wild year.
Very wild.
Wild year, but
Shit flew by too, man.
God damn.
It went by really fucking
God
fast.
damn, bro. It went really, really quick.
Yep.
I'm just happy it's over. Got a new year, fresh start. Ready to do it, ready to get it done, Scoot.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
More changes.
Yes.
More wins.
Yes. Definitely
man.
more W's, man, for sure. More W's.
More motherfucking subscribers.
Yes. If you see us, subscribe to the pod. I mean, you already know the vibes, man.
Y'all know
Stop fucking around. You see the pod on the IG, subscribe, like it. It costs you nothing, man.
$0.
Costs you nothing.
0 cents.
So tune in. And hopefully I enjoy this episode. But let's like we do in every episode, Scoot. Let's get right into it, man.
Let's get it, man. I hate to start 2024 off like this, but we got to talk about it because this shit is it's extremely disturbing.
Yeah.
And we're not really hearing too much about this shit.
At all.
Can you tell me what the fuck is going on in Mississippi right now?
Bruh.
So I heard two things. One is about 200 plus people have been discovered to be buried behind a prison?
Yeah.
A prison in Jackson, Mississippi.
Correct.
That's 200 plus bodies, and they call it pauper graves.
Yeah.
Which I hadn't heard that term before.
No.
I hadn't heard that motherfuckers are being put in mass graves in 2023.
Correct.
This is happening in real time. Like, this isn't old news. This isn't like a couple years ago. This is happening right now. Not only are these people have been missing, some since 2016. Most of them, if not all of them, their families haven't even been notified that they've been missing. They've just been dying and buried.
Correct.
So my question to you, man, is what the fuck is going on in Mississippi?
You know, man, I've never been to Mississippi before.
I've been one time.
And I ain't never going to Mississippi. There's nothing, and no shade to people in Mississippi. Mississippi might be a beautiful place, but hearing scary shit like this, and this is not the first. This is one of many.
Yeah.
It makes me not want to go to the South, let alone Mississippi.
Bro, 200 people? How are you not notifying their families that they're dead?
Yeah. And what I've heard and what I've read is that it's just like the way they're able to know who's who. It's just like these graves. They put like metal plates or something like that on it. Not even a fucking tombstone or anything like that. No proper burial, no ceremony, no nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take you and put you in a fucking grave and just treat you like an animal.
And they have the identification of these people
Absolutely.
too. So
Absolutely.
they're putting the metal stakes in the ground.
Absolutely.
It's the one story I read was a cop actually hit a kid with his car.
Mm-hmm.
The kid died on the scene.
Yep.
They took him to this place, buried him,
Yeah.
and didn't notify the family that the kid died.
Right.
And just buried him.
Yeah.
And kept on about their day. Yeah. Two of those occasions happened during that same day. I forget what the second one was. It wasn't a hit and run or, getting hit by a car, but two people got buried that day, and the families weren't even notified. And they're filing missing persons reports. They're panicking. They're like, "Where's my loved one at?" And the cops know that these people are dead and buried, and not even telling the families. Because when somebody goes missing, you reach out to the police department.
Of course, absolutely. And this is I'm going to choose my words wisely because this is the type of shit that gets me riled up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's somebody's baby.
It is somebody's child.
That's somebody's son. That's somebody's brother. That may be a father. And it's just kind of like, what are we doing and who are we as people, white, black, yellow, green, whatever. I mean, that doesn't matter. As a human being, how are you just going to hit somebody with a car, they die, or whatever happens to them, you don't tell their loved ones? At what part of this do you put yourself into this and go, you know what? Hey, if someone hit my child or someone hit me I would love someone to go, hey, hey, what's your number?
Yeah.
Can we reach out to your family? Can we do something? Like, you're just not gonna do that? Like, come on, bro. That shit fucks with me, it's man. Crazy. It just makes me look like as a cop, you are here to protect and serve us as the people. We pay your salary.
Absolutely.
So it's in the best interest for you to take care of us. But it's the total opposite that happens all the time, Scooter. And it's wild, bro. It's wild. So then you hit the kid, he dies, you just fucking
throw him in the ground.
Yeah, just throw him in the ground like a piece of trash. Don't contact his family. Don't do nothing. Don't say nothing. Come on, bro.
Go to fucking lunch.
Yo, bro, that cop or whoever they are, because I think there's a lot of secrets being kept with this shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And people deserve to be accountable for this, bro.
Yeah.
It can't be swept under the rug, and it just can't be like just overlooked, bro. Like people have to do something. People have to speak up, man. Yeah. And I think this is what's happening right now. People are starting to speak up, but the voices are not loud enough.
They're not loud enough, and there's not enough numbers.
Right.
I know that they said Ben Crump is taking on this case,
right,
or these cases. It's 200 plus people,
right,
but it's not enough.
Right.
We have to like do something. I don't know. I kind of lose words with this type of stuff because it's so infuriating.
Right.
How, like, these are human beings, like you said, just from a human standpoint. You're going to kill somebody and keep them about your day and not tell their family?
Right.
How can you even, like, how does that not bother you?
And another thing that makes me kind of like, this boggles my brain, like, and this is happening, what are we, 2024?
2024.
This shit is happening in 2024. So just imagine, Scooter, what was happening back in 1960s, 1950s.
And that wasn't that long ago.
Right. Just imagine that, though, with all the technology we have, with everything, surveillance, footage, all that type of stuff. What do we have, bro?
Yeah.
You can't go by 4 or 5 houses without seeing a Ring camera. You mean everybody has a cell phone, everybody has computers. It's just another thing.
Yeah.
And you telling me this is happening now? Cops walk around with body cameras.
So you're telling me the cars got cameras.
Yes. So you're telling me this cop hits a kid. Either A, he hits the kid, obviously hit it with the car. There's no footage off that.
Right.
Something's being covered up, bro. Something's being covered up, and the people deserve answers.
Yep.
And this shit shouldn't happen. People getting buried, found behind the prison.
Behind the prison.
There's no footage. There's no cameras. But there's no cameras out of prison.
At the prison.
Out of prison.
In Jackson, Mississippi. That's the capital of the state.
Correct.
Like, come on.
This is not just some rural area where this shit is happening. This is come on, bro. Like, nah. They're just not going to fool the people like that, man. And I don't think we should stand for it. I think we just need to talk about this, because when you talk about it, you ruffle some feathers, you make some phone calls, people come, some protests happen, like people become uncomfortable and say, hey, you know what? Too much stuff is going on. We need to get to the bottom of this. We got to give the people something, or they won't stop.
Yep.
They won't stop. And I think this is this thing that needs to happen. It's like, yo, listen, man, like, we are not going to stand for this shit anymore, and we need to do something about it. And I think that's what needs to happen with this, and some more light needs to be shined on it. But when we do talk about this type of stuff, for some reason, the algorithm gods don't like it. They don't like it.
They screech the brakes on that.
They don't
ass.
like it. They don't like it. But let me talk about some booties or something like that. Then
right.
You know what I mean? But I don't know, man.
In rural Mississippi, what seems like rural Mississippi, this is some other disturbing shit, man. In this town called Taylorsville.
Yeah.
I think it's Smith County or Hinds County or something like that, right? This young man, rest in peace, his name was Rasheem Carter.
Yeah.
I just started to read about this too. He was found, his remains were found scattered throughout the county, right?
Right.
They found, his mother came out in the press conference and said he sent her a disturbing text saying that he was being chased by these group of men.
Right.
He had went down there on a job. He got contracted to go down to Taylorsville, Mississippi on a job. He took the job. He texted his mom saying, this is where I'm at. I'm with my boss. We're not seeing eye to eye, and I'm fearful for my life. He's got these people chasing me. Something along those lines, right? That's not verbatim. He goes missing. They started to find pieces of his body scattered throughout that county, Smith County, Hinds County, whatever it is. They found his head severed. They found his spinal cord in a different location.
Yeah.
They found limbs in different locations. And if you dig a little deeper into this, there was a guy, and his name's escaping me, but he had a run-in in the same town, Taylorsville, Mississippi. He escaped. He said these white men captured him, stripped him, beat him, told him to run, and he said it felt as if they were hunting him like he was a deer. Come to find out, there's been seven or eight more remains that have been found in Taylorsville. So again, I want to ask you, what the fuck is going on in Mississippi?
Bro, like this shit,
they hunting niggas out here, bro?
Right. And like for me, like shit like that, bro, like that's something out in the movies, bro. Like how is that still happening? Like I don't have answers for that. Like for me, and I told you this earlier, hearing that this kid was dismembered and his head was here, his spinal cord was there, that sounds like some shit from a cartel or something like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It
like
sounds like some movie shit.
It sounds like some movie. It sounds like, because you went to go meet his boss on a job.
Yeah.
Probably boss is a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yo, I got a job for you. Take this package here, take that package there. He don't do the job or he don't like it. It's kind of like, you know what? I ain't fucking with this. I'm trying to go home.
Or set up or something.
Set up or things gone wrong, shit going left, package didn't get delivered or money's missing something. Now we have a problem. Now we sending people after you. You never know what it is because
never know.
Because now, there's no real investigation happening. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really talked about it. Like
they trying to sweep it under the rug, man.
And then when looking at it, this happened, maybe 9 months ago?
Like 9 months ago, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this happened
last year sometime.
Yeah, this happened 9 months ago, and now we're just talking about this now. We're just finding out about this now. And to us, we're pretty like tapped in. We, I mean, I'm an average news watcher, and I watch. I'm big on YouTube and stuff like that, and I never heard about this.
Yeah,
never heard about this.
Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of like it just sounds like shit like this is just getting covered up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They did the autopsy. They said they couldn't even determine the cause of death because the remains had reached a high state of decomposition.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck, bro? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
It's so disturbing, man. And it's just like, to view people because of the color of their skin as less than human is, in 2023, 2024, man, get your fucking shit together, y'all.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
But I just feel like in places like Mississippi,
Different.
It's different out there, man.
This is America.
But, places like that is just a set of different rules, bro.
Different.
There's certain states that you go to where it's kind of like you're out as a black person, you're only allowed outside during the daytime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's still sundown towns in America. Shit in New Jersey.
Right.
Facts.
Shit, even in PA.
PA.
You know what I mean? You go to some of these You go to some of these places and
Do not be there after dark.
do not be outside.
And you can actually research these places.
Right.
And people of color
Right.
know where the fuck you at.
There's documentaries and stuff like that on YouTube.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And where people go to the sundown, or what do you call them? Sundowns?
Sundown towns.
Sundown towns, and they, you know what I mean? And they're like, yo, listen, don't be out here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
they will kill you.
It's crazy, but at the end of the day, as people, as black people, we need to stick together and we need to talk about this type of shit.
Absolutely do.
We have to.
I think Ben Crump is also taking these Taylorsville cases. And, he's holding it down. He's holding it down.
But, at the end of the day,
he's the only one man.
He's only one person.
Yep.
He's only one man.
He's only one man.
And just imagine how much shit that Ben Crump has on his plate.
This shit probably crosses his desk every
day.
Every day. The tens or hundreds of cases.
Right. Yeah. So he's just one man. He's just one voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's tapped in, but at the end of the day, it's us. It's up to us as the people, all the other podcasters out here, all the other news outlets out here to speak about this shit. It's our duty. Yeah. It's our duty, because at the end of the day, when shit like this happens, it's kind of like, oh, you know what? None of my business. Absolutely. Until it happens to us.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out, because I first heard the Taylorsville stuff from Vince Staples. Vince Staples was talking about it.
Right.
And then
I fucked with Vince Staples.
I fuck with Vince Staples too. Very, very intellectual brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Funny as hell too. But I read, and I didn't see her statement, so I don't know if this is true or false. I haven't fact checked it, but supposedly Cardi B said something too about it. Good. And is trying to raise awareness. Good. So we need a lot more of it. We need people to take this shit serious. People ride, and as they should. I'm not taking away or telling people how to advocate, but we see a lot of Free Palestine. We see a lot of this stuff that's happening overseas. There's a lot of fucking crazy shit that's happening right here in America. Yeah. People, because of the color of their skin, black, brown, whatever, what have you, are getting killed because of what they look like here in America. Right. So we got to keep the same energy. Yeah,
got to keep the same energy. The same energy you guys give to the Kardashians and all these other celebrities, you got to give us the same energy also, because at the end of the day, it's us being killed. It's us being persecuted. It's us being looked upon as less. Yep. So at the end of the day, we need to give each other, us, that energy that we give them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because if we don't, they ain't going to do it for us.
They will not.
And nobody else is going to do this for us. So we have to do this for us. Me and you, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
every day.
Yeah, man. Oh, boy. All right. Okay. Let's move on.
It's been a weird start to the year.
Let's move on. We had to start it like this.
I gotta take a drink, man.
Yeah.
Got fired up.
I mean, moving on to talk about some. I don't even know what do we call this, bro. What do we call this situation?
This shit is a soap opera, bro.
This shit is like Days of Our Lives,
for real.
Port Charles,
All My Children,
General Hospital. This shit,
Young and the Restless.
Yo, this shit is insane.
Yeah, man.
And I think, just coming from this Mississippi shit, it's about race again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely race plays a big factor in this.
Big time, yeah.
I mean, and if you don't know what we're talking about your boy Jonathan Majors. Yeah. Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors. And I'll start off by saying this. I'm a fan of Jonathan Majors.
Oh, he's great.
He's a great actor.
Great actor.
He's a great actor.
He might be one of the best we got out there right now.
Correct. I mean, he plays multiple roles. He does his thing. He's to me, he seems like he's for the culture.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you look at the roles he takes, the harder they fall. Mm-hmm. It's heavy, black uplifting. Mm-hmm. Lovecraft Country. Mm-hmm. It's a little, it's a little on the fantasy side, but it's definitely got some historic flavor and value in there, and he's riding for the culture.
Absolutely.
He talks about the culture a lot too.
Absolutely.
Dude's dope, man.
Yeah.
And he was on his way to becoming a mega star. Yeah. Mega star.
Yeah. So, our boy been found guilty on misdemeanor, 3rd-degree assault and 2nd-degree harassment.
Yeah.
I don't even really know what the fuck that really means. But in lame's terms, he got into an argument with his shorty. Apparently, they're saying he put hands on her.
Yeah.
And she ended up with some bruises and a gash.
Scrapes. Yeah, some cuts.
Some gashes, behind her ear.
Yeah. They said she had like bruises around her neck or something like that, right? Is that what
bruises around her neck?
That doesn't look good.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start with this, but I'll start from the fact that since he's been found guilty, they have taken all his roles away and sponsorships. Everything's been stripped for this man.
Stripped. Yeah. I think it was within the hour.
Yeah.
That Marvel dropped him after the verdict.
Yeah.
Within the hour,
right.
They got his ass up out of there quick.
And I'll start by saying this. We've all been in disagreements with our loved ones before.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And our significant other.
Part of the game.
It's a part of the game. It's a part of relationships. It's a part of growth.
Yeah.
Do I condone putting your hands on a woman? No.
Never.
Never have, never will.
Never have, never will.
But a lot of things within an argument, things happen.
Yeah.
People put hands on each other, whether you're defending yourself, whether you're trying to cover yourself, trying to stop yourself from getting a blow.
Yeah.
And
diffuse a little bit, grab.
Right.
Yeah.
And it seems like based on the relationship that they had a toxic relationship.
It definitely seemed like that. It seemed like alcohol was involved in a lot of these instances.
Yes.
So it seems like they both, indulge.
Yes.
Which is also natural.
Right.
But it seemed like it was on a toxic level.
Right.
Yeah.
The footage that we seen, though, let's talk about that. The footage we seen, and not even just to say Jonathan Majors, because he wasn't Jonathan Majors right there. It was a nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga was running.
He was Forrest Gump.
He was running, and I told you earlier, he looked like he was getting ready for the role of Creed when he was running through the streets, man.
My man was sprinting.
This man was running for his life.
It's not funny, but that shit looked funny as hell.
So and then I try to put myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
As a black man, you see him take her, throw her in the vehicle like, yo, I'm not trying to go ahead there with you. And he takes off and runs for his fucking life.
Yep.
And for me, I'm trying to look at it like, okay, he takes her, puts her in the car.
He put her in a cab, right? Was it a cab?
I think it was like an Uber or a taxi, something like that. He had a driver. There was a driver or whatever.
Okay.
He takes her, throws her in the car like, yo, listen, man, I'm not trying to go here with you. And he takes off running.
Yeah.
And I'm not a woman, but if you're a victim of, and I'm not defending it, if he did anything wrong or whatever the case may be, yes, he deserves whatever he gets. But I'm trying to look at it from both sides here. If you take a woman and you throw her in the car, right, and you go and you take off and you run, right, and the woman proceeds to chase you down. She's chasing and he's running. He's hauling ass.
He's out of there.
And she's keeping right up with him. She's on his ass, on his tail. If this man abused you or hurt you in such sense, wouldn't you think you would be like, oh, yo, this man fucked me up. I'm good. I'm going to fall back and I'm going to stay in the car.
Yeah.
He hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what logic says, yeah.
That's what logic says. So for me, it's just kind of like, damn, like, where did this go left? Where did this go wrong? Or how did we get here? You know what I'm saying?
They had to have been wasted. Like, they had to have been. It looked like they were drunk as shit.
Correct.
Right? So I'll say that has to play a part in that decision-making process. You're not thinking all the way straight. But I agree with you. Like, if you just got, hands put on you and this dude is, like, running away, well, I don't see the logic in chasing after him.
Right.
So that's why I kind of give it into, like, the toxicity and, like, the alcohol.
Right.
You're not thinking straight.
Right.
My question also is, did the driver or anybody, like, testify?
I believe the driver did testify, and the driver said it was all her, it wasn't him.
That wasn't taken into account?
But we also got to say this. We also got to say this. It's not just a woman saying this.
Yeah.
It's a white woman.
Absolutely.
Saying this.
Yeah,
So,
that's facts.
you know what I mean? So
That's y'all could read in between the lines on that one.
Right. I mean, shit it just hits a little different when it's coming from a white woman saying that, and a white woman of, I would say, she has some type of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has something to her. She's just not some, regular white chick. You know what I mean? From
around the way.
Around the way. And no, she's a white woman with influence and power.
Absolutely.
So that has to take into account also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, at the end of the day, like, at what part does both I think both parties needs to be held accountable.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because she
100%.
put hands on him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he allegedly put hands on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're saying that his recklessness, they charged him because his recklessness is what they're charging him with, not because he physically put hands on her.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, like, him being reckless in a sense. Like, so let's say, in my mind, the way I interpret it, it's like, let's say you're defending yourself. She swings at you. You push her away. She ends up hitting her head, or she ends up smacking her face, and then we have an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to charge him with.
Yeah.
And then also,
man, it's really, it seems just been fishy since the beginning. To me.
Yeah.
It's been really hard to follow. It's been really hard to really know what the fuck is going on.
Right. And then also, I believe he's the one that called the cops.
He is the one that called the cops.
So
he is, yeah.
For me,
which is dangerous enough as it is.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of like, as a black man calling the cops, saying a white woman's being, you know what I mean? That's a slippery slope. Yeah. So for me, it's kind of like, the ramifications that possibly comes with that.
Absolutely.
So why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was another question I had too.
Why would you do that if you know, like, this shit could be flipped against me?
Yeah.
And it did.
And we've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, this whole story, I'm not really taking sides. I'm just trying to look at it from a standpoint as a black man that's been in this position before, where a white female has assaulted me and punched me in the face. And
been punched in the face.
You know what I'm saying? Or pushed me or spat on me. I mean, like, that shit has happened to me. And it's kind of like, as a man, we have some type of dignity or some type of pride, but I've never, you
got to restrain yourself.
You restrain yourself. You try to handle it in a calm, I would say in a professional manner, I guess you would want to say.
Yeah.
But it's tough, man.
It is.
It's tough. It
is. It's tough. People just got to stop provoking people, yo.
Right.
Stop provoking people.
Right.
And dudes, again, we got to reiterate this. It's never okay to put your hands on a woman. So restrain yourself.
Right.
Remove yourself from the situation.
Right. And it seemed like he was.
He
was running for dear life.
Yeah.
He was running. My man was running. And he had like dress shoes on.
And put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Right.
Because this was all started because of that.
Right.
She seen the text message that he got.
What did it say again? What did it say?
Oh, how I long to be kissing you.
Oh, man.
Some shit like that.
Oh, man. And you know what? He got in trouble because of a white girl on both ends.
Yeah, man.
Because definitely it was not a sister saying, oh, beloved, how I long for your lips. Come on, fam.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you got some situation on the side, man, keep your phone hidden or some shit,
fam.
Bro. Because you're going to get
hit. Fam. He got himself in trouble. And you know what he did, though?
Yo.
You know what he did?
This is the best part.
You know what he did? You know what he got himself a black girl.
Yes,
he got himself a sister. He said, you know what? And they were crucifying his ass.
Yo,
on
they
social
was
media.
going
They was
in
crucifying
on him,
Oh,
yo.
you see what happens when you don't get yourself a sister? You see? Oh, you want Coretta? Oh, you got yourself a Coretta.
Oh yeah, no, hold on. He was bugging out for saying.
Fam.
You ever heard of Coretta? You know what she did for Malcolm? She was great.
Yeah, you know Michelle Obama. You know what she did for Obama. You need to act in such ways.
Oh man,
Fam, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. Shut up, fam.
yeah, dog. Nah,
But you know
you
what?
missed me with that one, yo.
You know what he did though? He got himself Megan Good.
Yeah, he did.
He got himself. So I wonder, is he back in the good graces of the sisters though? Or is this just they're just looking at it at the front?
I've seen both responses. It just seems so much like a front. Like it really does, yo.
And in the interview,
I can't even back him with that shit.
your man does an interview on ABC.
Yo.
And it was low-key cringy.
He should have just laid low, bro.
I mean,
I get it. You gotta kind of like try to.
you gotta come and step in front of, because you don't talk about it. It's kind of like, yo, he didn't talk about it, so you look more guilty.
Facts. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of how Diddy in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of with Diddy didn't talk about it, so he had to get. He tried to talk about it and show emotions or whatever the case may be, but he does an interview on ABC and it's low key cringy and it kind of seems, and he's such a good actor.
Yeah, that boy.
So
good.
where you don't know whether he's telling the truth or he's acting.
That boy good, man.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that motherfucker is good, man.
Nah, he's good.
Nah, that interview was cringy.
He's good.
And the interviewer, right? I forget her name. She did a great job asking
did a really
questions.
good job. She asked the tough questions.
She asked the tough questions. She framed them so they weren't like, accusatory. They weren't like saying, "Oh, you did this shit."
Yeah.
She framed them in a very professional way.
Yeah.
I wanted to point that out because it was really good. She did a really good job.
Right.
My man, I couldn't tell if he was acting, if he was auditioning, if he was, trying to get on the radar of these agents in studios. He looking for scripts,
bro.
Because that motherfucker, man,
bro,
he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
And they asked him. They was like, "So, what is Megan Good to you?"
Right.
And he takes a nice slow pause and he goes, "She's my Coretta."
She's a godsend.
She's a godsend.
He had a little tear coming down his jaw.
And then he fixed his lips. She's my Coretta. Nigga, please.
She's an angel.
An angel. She's godsend.
What if that was Megan Good? Hit him with the I'm longing for your lips right now.
Yo,
on the text message?
What if it was that? What if it was Megan Good the whole time?
Nah, Megan. I hope it wasn't you, Megan, on the text message, because that text is crazy. That shit.
Or maybe they were acting. They're actors. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
this
they were
is not
playing a role.
Rapunzel. This is not Romeo and Juliet.
Yo.
Nigga, this is not Macbeth. Save that. Oh, I longing for to be kissing your shit for somebody else, man. Save that shit for the set, bro. Because that's crazy.
Yo,
if somebody texts me that shit, I'm blocking them on the spot.
Yeah.
On the spot, bro.
Nah, for me, if somebody text me that shit, I'm looking at it, I'm going,
I'll be like, man, you playing on my fucking phone right now.
like, yo, are you serious right now?
That shit is great.
I would be like, I can't wait to giveth you this dicketh.
I'm hardeth right now.
Yo, I feeling to cometh amongst your
bosom.
Your bosoms. Fam, yo, that's crazy.
That's wild, yo.
But in all,
I hope he bounces back.
I do hope he bounces back. But the problem that I have though, man, I have a problem with, and it's a society thing, and I think also in Hollywood, I feel like when people make mistakes, we're so quick, and it's wild. It's wild, and I do believe that you do something, yes, you should be punished. I do believe there are ramifications, and I do believe there are consequences behind things.
Absolutely.
But we all make mistakes.
Yeah, man.
We all make mistakes. We are all human.
Yep.
And it seems like in Hollywood, it seems like in sports, as soon as you do one thing, you can be fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. But as soon as you do one thing, it's kind of like, all right, you know what? All right, pack it up. Come on, let me get all that. Let me get all that. And it's kind of like, that's not reality.
No, it's not.
That's not reality.
People fuck up, man.
All the time.
You gotta just take your punishment, take your consequences on the chin and keep it pushing. You should be allowed to redeem yourself. Everybody deserves a second chance, man. Like, we see it all the time.
Yeah.
Shit, Robert Kraft got caught in a motherfucking parking lot with a prostitute.
Right.
He's still getting his check. Nobody stopped his chicken, you know? I mean, he's an owner, right? So it's a little bit different.
And he's white.
And he's a billionaire.
And he's white.
Yeah.
I mean, so
that part.
all that, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, at the end of the day, like.
But even homeboy who played Flash, right? Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Didn't he get on some wild like shit with like some young girls and stuff?
I don't know.
He's still getting paid.
Yeah, of course. It just, my whole thing is like, especially as black men, as black people, I mean, at the end of the day, but just as human beings, like, yo, we're allowed to fuck up. We're allowed to have bad situations. And we've all been in a toxic relationship before. And we've all been in the heat of the moment and I've made mistakes.
Facts.
And at the end of the day, you learn from those mistakes and you become a better person.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we need to handle this shit with grace. If this person wants to be better and he says he wants to be better and he's trying to be better, let him be better.
Absolutely.
Let him be better and be a better person because we've all been there. And everybody that, people are so quick to point fingers at, oh yeah, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad. But like, yo, fam, do you ever look at your fucking self?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Do you ever look at yourself and be like, damn, I was in this toxic relationship and I was dealing with this and I was guilty of putting my hands on someone and, I
reacted poorly.
Right.
Yeah.
So we all have been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if this man is begging for a chance, if this man is going to therapy, if this man is trying to be better, give him another chance.
Give him the room to be better, man. Like I said, they dropped him from Marvel within the hour.
They were waiting. It's like a button. It was like cut Jonathan Majors. Let's get him out of here.
They dropped him from the Dennis Rodman film.
Mm-hmm.
He has said that he hasn't been able to see his daughter since this whole shit. Like that's not fair, bro. Like
right.
Like that's not cool. So we gotta change up on how man, none of us are allowed to pass no judgment on nobody, man.
At all. But, it's kind of like, with these actors in Hollywood, people in Hollywood it's a different set of rules for them. And people,
Absolutely.
And, people look at them as like, oh, yo, you're supposed to be this perfect human being. That's like, nah, man, they're just as human as us. And I've been around certain people like them. And they're just regular people.
Yeah.
They just have really good jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. They're regular fucking people with really good jobs. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
But they breathe the same air as us. They sleep just like we do. They walk around just like we do. They talk just like we do. So at the end of the day, man, and they make mistakes just like we do.
They surely do.
So they need to be forgiven just as a regular person, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And that's where I'll end this off at, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree. Forgiveness and grace.
Yeah.
But this shit started off with a bang, and he ain't forgiving or giving niggas grace.
Nah, there's no grace. This next guy here, he's not giving nobody no grace.
Everybody's getting his bullet, yo. And he put names on them.
Boy.
He got motherfucking throwing knives at these niggas.
Bro.
He got sniper bullets.
Bro.
Yo, this was the best interview I've ever seen in my life.
It is. There's no holds bar with this interview, man. And if you don't know who we talking about motherfucking Katt Williams, dog.
Katt Williams.
Katt fucking Williams.
5'5" ball of fucking thunder coming at all these motherfuckers, bro. Yo. I loved it. Start to finish. I started to watch it the second time.
It's long as fuck.
Mad
man.
long.
It's long as fuck. Like
it's long as shit.
I was just kind of like, yo, I got a solid 45 minutes for you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just because he wouldn't stop.
It started with one question and he just went.
Right.
He just went, bro.
And I don't even think Shannon knew that like he was gonna go in like this.
I don't think he was prepared for it.
Yeah.
For that, I think he knew that he was gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he knew he was gonna to this level.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Because at some point, Shannon goes, damn, like, yo, if I knew he was going to go like this, I mean, I wouldn't let you drink or whatever. And he was like, what he said to him, he was like, I drink less than you. He said, I drink less than you. Look at my glass. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't playing.
Nah, he wasn't playing. And I got to applaud him for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Because, if based on what he said, and a lot of this shit is looking to be true.
Right.
But, he's people been dragging his name in the mud. Shit, the media and stuff has been dragging Katt Williams' name in the mud for a long time, right? And he sat back. He ain't really respond to people. He sat back, continued to do his shit, but he had some shit to get off his chest with Shannon Sharp. And I loved every single second of that shit. He did.
I wonder what set him off. I guess something had to set him off because he could have did this shit a long time ago.
Yeah, he could have did this shit a long time ago. What stood out to me was I think Cedric the Entertainer or Tavis Smiley, one of them. They were just on Club Shay Shay. And I know that Tavis Smiley was saying that he was supposed to play the pimp in Friday After Next. Katt Williams didn't like that. That's what set the interview off, really. And then he just started going in. And, it's as this stuff is starting to trickle out, you see like people like Steve Harvey stealing people's bits. You see people like Cedric the Entertainer stealing bits. Like there's footage of it. And like, how can you be mad at Katt Williams for addressing that shit? You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. And you see niggas like Faison Love start responding and they fumbling over their words and shit.
Faison look crazy though.
Faison looks crazy.
He look crazy.
I like Faison Love a lot.
He's all right.
Yeah, I liked him in Friday.
Yeah, that's it.
Money talks.
Yeah,
But it's crazy, and he's like, Faison ain't been on a tour in 30 years. Like, he looked like it.
Yeah, he looks rough, man.
It's
he
crazy.
looks rough. I mean, and like for me, it's just kind of like he really like the one of the biggest shots was like the Steve Harvey. He came for Steve Harvey's.
He came for Steve Harvey's too. Yeah, he did.
And
big time.
For me, it's kind of like Steve Harvey, and I've always like kind of had like a. I respect him. And I never want to tear down another black man.
Yeah.
But Steve Harvey's too perfect for me, man.
Yeah,
that nigga is too perfect. I don't give a fuck. He's too good, bro. Like, don't think like a man.
Family Feud.
Family Feud. The nigga is too perfect, fam. And I know you ain't that perfect, Steve Harvey, bro.
No.
Like, come on, fam.
Yeah,
come on. You a nigga at the end of the day. I don't know you don't. I know you don't fuck some hoes. I know you done did something, fam.
Drink Hennessy.
Right.
Just like the rest of us.
Right. Eat cornbread and watermelon just like the rest of us niggas, man. So for me, it was kind of like when he was talking about Steve Harvey, I was like, yeah.
When he talked about his hairpiece, bro, I lost it.
Right.
Son.
Right.
He said he had the toupee, man. That shit is crazy. A high top hairpiece is nuts. Yeah.
Steve Harvey was before his time.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey was before his time, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, they do that shit now.
Yeah.
The lace fronts.
The lace fronts is crazy.
Niggas is doing that, Steve Harvey.
Hey, man.
And you know what?
Fellas, if you going ball, let it go. Just let it go, man.
I don't know, man.
A lace front is crazy, bro.
I don't know, fam.
A lace front is crazy.
I am not doing a lace front, but I love my hair.
Dog.
But I'm not. I'm gonna go.
You gonna go to Turkey?
I'm going to Turkey. I'm going to Turkey. I ain't fucking with Bosley and none of them niggas. But I'm gonna go to Turkey, bro. I'm gonna go to Turkey. And I'm
not mad at the Turkey wave, but the lace
the lace front is wild.
The
lace is wild because it's kind of like just imagine you taking a shower. You know what I mean? And and then
slipping.
That shit starts slipping. You go to the pool, you in Vegas, you slip in the pool, you thinking you come out and then your lace front right on your fucking forehead. You know what I'm saying? You know? Or you having sex, you hitting it and start sweating and shit, and then shorty fucking grab your fucking head. You know how your woman like grabbing your head, she grab your head, and you like, oh, lace front.
Oh, I'm a bald nigga. Dog.
And as a woman, I want to ask women like, yo, if a man had a lace front and you met him and didn't know, but then you found out, I want to know if you'll give him grace, if you'll still fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's a question.
That's a good question.
That's a question.
We're gonna run a poll on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Let us know.
For sure.
But
man.
that when Katt was saying that he stole Mark Curry's content and stuff, like, you know, it's always like, damn, like, how do you feel about this? Because I sent you a clip of the Mark Curry bit and then Steve Harvey doing it later.
You mean,
you see it though. You see it in comedy.
Yes.
You do see it in comedy.
Yes.
You see it in music.
Yes.
Shit. You see it.
It's recycled. And I thought about that too. Even before I seen that, I wonder, like, do they steal each other's like jokes? Because certain jokes are really funny. It's kind of like, you know what? I can take it and tweak it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that, okay, you don't just steal it and just, you know, like
word
verbatim.
for word, bar
you know
for
what I'm saying?
bar, yeah.
Nah, you tweak it and make it kind of your own joke. But to steal it, you know, and I think if you do that, you need to either pay homage to the person who you stole it from, or before you use it, if you know that, go ask the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing like you do in music. Like, yo, before you steal this song or this hook or this beat or whatever the case may be, you need to get it cleared.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it should have been the same way. Like, yo, if you're going to pay homage, you're going to steal the joke, which I think it's fine. You need to pay homage to that.
Yeah.
And you need to acknowledge that, or reach out to the person like, yo, I like that joke. Can I have it?
Yeah.
Can I steal it? Can I use it?
I think it's foul to just plain up steal. Like joke music, I kind of give a little bit more leeway, but comedy, like to steal a bit or a segment or even a joke.
All right.
I feel like it's a little bit more foul if you're not going to handle it the right way. Right. Like it's foul. Nigga stole his whole shit.
Right.
Like you switch up a couple things, but it's still my bit, bro.
Right. Facts.
You know,
Facts.
like. Something's gotta, I don't know, man. But, you know, creatives and artists steal and shit all the time.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the biggest form of flattery, they say, right? But I don't know. I just feel differently about comedy, man. I don't know.
I don't know. For me, it's fine. I think it was cool that he could steal it, but just pay homage. Just holler at Mr. Cooper and let him know, yo, I'm stealing your joke, or I like that joke. Can I have it? I'm going on tour and I'm doing so. Can I take that bit? I'll tweak it a little bit and whatever the case may be. But just to flat out steal it and not say shit, and then now it's coming to light.
And then stole his show too. Hanging with Mr. Cooper was before that Steve Harvey shit. Man.
Right.
It's wild, bro.
Right.
Like, it's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild.
And Katt Williams is exposing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Like, I believe he said something regarding like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Kevin Hart was saying like, you know, they were at this comedy club in LA and all that stuff, and this person pulled up, that person pulled up, and whatever. And, you know, Katt Williams was like, yo, nah, like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Kevin started his comedy in Philly on this side. How the fuck could he be in LA?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff that he was saying, it sounded true.
It lined up.
It did.
It lined up.
But you gotta also look at it as that, you know, Katt Williams kind of does seem like, it seems like a little bitter ass nigga also.
It comes across as bitter.
You know what I'm saying? He's a little bitter.
It comes across as bitter, but I don't think he's starting any of this.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel like other people have started. I have drug his name through the mud, and I feel like, all right, yo, you know what?
Time to end this shit.
Let's go.
Yeah,
and also I kind of feel also it's also for, you know, press, publicity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He about to go back on tour.
About to go on tour.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
and
him putting Kevin Hart's ex-wife.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yo, he's a savage, wild. Bro. He's a savage.
That's wild.
He's a savage. But why Kevin Hart never do it?
What?
Put his wife as ex-wife on tour with him. That's an opportunity created.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it makes me look at Kevin Hart as some type of way. What the fuck did you do to your ex-wife that she's gonna go on tour with a nigga that's throwing your name through the mud? Kevin must have did some fucked up shit,
which we know he's prone to do.
Kevin must have did some fucked up shit, and I fucks with Kevin Hart.
I do too. I fucks with his stuff.
I fucks with Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but it just makes you think like, yo, Kevin, what the fuck you do?
Yeah, man.
What did you do?
Because, you know, black women are loyal, bro.
Right. Right.
So
right. And it's not even it's a black woman thing. I think this is your ex-wife.
yeah, bro.
This is not a girlfriend. This is
Yeah.
not just a booty call. This is not just your side chick. This is your ex-wife.
They got
man.
that's his
The
kids.
two
mom.
kids, the
Yeah,
older
yeah.
two kids. That's I mean,
Yeah,
if that's what it is, like, come on, fam.
yeah.
Come on, fam.
That's crazy.
Come on, kid.
And then he challenged Kevin Hart to a comedy versus $5 million
Or a boxing fight,
or a boxing
or
fight
basketball.
or 40-yard dash.
Yo, did you see that?
I love this nigga, man.
Did you see that 40-yard dash? Though?
Yes.
This
Yo,
nigga is he got his fucking
his
neck
form
up.
is going, bro.
I'm like, fam, you doing a lot. You doing a
Yo.
lot. You doing a lot.
Hey, what's it? It's what, January 12th?
Yeah.
For the last 12 days, I've been cracking the hell up. Cracking up.
Yeah.
At Katt Williams.
Nah. He's a funny ass motherfucker.
He's funny, man. I'm definitely gonna be tuned into the special,
Oh, absolutely, because you know he's gonna talk about everybody.
and you know he's gonna film the special in Philly.
I wonder, did he talk about Dave Chappelle?
Nah. I don't think he talked about.
He left Dave out of
Chappelle.
it.
I think he mentioned that Dave Chappelle was one of the people that stood on not wearing a dress and stuff, in movies. I think maybe I talked about that in a group chat or something, but I don't think he had nothing really to say about Dave Chappelle.
No.
It was Tavis Smiley or Ricky Smiley, whatever.
Smiley.
Ricky Smiley,
Yeah, Ricky Smiley.
Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, Faison, Kevin. I think there's one more.
He talked about other people that's not even comedians, I believe, also.
Yeah,
But I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
he went in.
he went
Great
in, man. It was good. I gotta actually finish watch it.
Very entertaining.
Shout out to Katt Williams, man. Speak your truth. If it's true, and you know he talks about like Illuminati and shit like that, and
he talks about that a lot. He's been talking about that for a while.
yeah,
now. Yeah,
he's been talking about that.
he's been talking about
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, implants and they planting
Yeah.
people and all that shit. Like,
Yep.
I believe it.
I believe it too. It's crazy out here.
I believe it.
It's foul.
believe
It's very crazy out here, man.
And the reason I believe it is because the entertainment business and community is small.
It's very small.
It's a small group.
It is.
And if we as regular people find out about it, imagine what they hear being inside of that. Because this person might get this trainer, and this trainer might this security guards and all that. They all work in that same, you know what I'm saying? And they all seeing these stories and they're all hearing the same thing. So for me, it's kind of like, bro.
And it's very power driven, man. It's like, I got this power. You want this role. You're going to do what I tell you to do.
Right.
Or
You're
going
gonna
to wear what I tell you to wear.
You're gonna wear this dress.
You're going to wear this dress.
You know what I mean?
And you got a decision to make. And a lot of motherfuckers don't have it to stand on their own too and say no.
Yeah. And a lot of motherfuckers, they're so thirsty.
Yeah.
They want to get put on so bad that, we've seen people do so much shit for less.
Yeah, absolutely. And they value money so much that they'll lose their integrity for it.
For sure.
That's the troubling part for me. Like, money is money, man.
Yeah, I would never sell my soul for no bread or whatever the case may be, because at the end of the day, when you're gone, that money ain't coming with you.
That money ain't coming. And you got to live with yourself every day.
Right. And
sell your shit.
And I wouldn't want, for me, when I leave something behind, I would want for people to see me and be like, yo, Steve stood on business.
Absolutely.
And he was a good nigga. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, I would never sell my shit for that. But
yeah, I'm good. Shout out to Shannon Sharp too, man. That was great.
Oh, shout out to
I think he broke the internet.
Yeah, he did.
I think he broke the internet. That was fire. I'd love to see his ascension in this media game.
He's taking
fire.
over. He's taking over. He's taking over because, number one, not only that he is very good and very well spoken.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? And he's just keeping it real.
Absolutely.
And that shit's inspiring to me.
It is.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it, man. But yeah, that's all I got on Katt Williams, man. We can go all day on this shit.
We can go all day on this shit. You hitting PodCon this weekend?
Oh, absolutely.
Damn, I'm gonna miss it, man.
Yeah, I'm going to PodCon.
You gotta hold it down for us, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to PodCon. Shout out to Gillian Wallow for you know what I mean, putting it out there.
Yeah.
Charlemagne's gonna be there.
Big time.
I believe Angela Yee.
Big
A
time.
whole bunch of good people. They're coming out and they are giving us game as far as, like, how to market and how to
monetize your platform.
Your platform. So we just not out here talking just for shits and giggles, and we can get some cheese behind it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, man. That's lit.
So, yeah.
I'm a little upset. I'm not gonna be able to make it, but
It's all right.
I know you hold it down.
Absolutely.
Got your dot card ready.
Oh, we got my dot card ready. Y'all ain't gonna have me out here in these streets with a whole fucking bunch of business cards like, hello, my name is Steve. I have a podcast and then we talk about good shit. No, y'all ain't gonna have me out here looking with fucking Dexter out here with a fucking yeah. I got my dot card, so have your phone ready. We just go pop, poop, poop. Yep, holla at me. If not, then whatever.
Nah, it's lit. Gilly and Wallow doing a lot of good shit for the city, man. It's really cool to see.
Yeah.
You know, despite all the bullshit that we see around the city.
Of course. They're inspiring. Just seeing, Wallow's back history. You know what I mean, being a person that went to jail and all that, and then now he's on millions. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then seeing Gilly, who used to be a rapper, and it didn't work out the way it should have worked out. You thought he would have folded and would have been like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit no more, and I'm just gonna go in my hole. And we've seen a lot of rappers that don't make it, and it's kind of like, all right, we never hear from them again. Yeah. But Gilly
go back into some fuck street shit. Mm-hmm.
So Gilly came out here and was like, you know what? I'm standing on business, and him and not only they're cousins, they're family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it hits a little different. Like, they family, and they stuck together, and they didn't let the money change them and fuck the bread up.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them.
It's dope to see.
Much love to them. And they're inspiring. They're part of one of the main reasons I do this podcast and try to take the podcast further is because of them, seeing them do that shit. So yeah man. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But other than that, you got anything left for the people, bro?
Nah, man. Y'all know what to do. Hit subscribe.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all sticking on this journey with us, man. We got a new space.
Yeah.
We doing stuff a little bit different. Shout out to Lindsay.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's supporting and holding us down, man.
Absolutely.
We got some plans.
Yeah,
we got some growth.
Yeah.
In the works. We got some new things we're gonna do different. And yeah, man, just excited to keep going, bro.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. And if you got any comments, if you got any input, don't be afraid to talk your shit or say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're growing this from the ground up. There's no production team behind us. We are the production team.
Looking at it,
you know what I'm saying? You looking at it. You know what I'm saying? And our new member Lindsay, shout out to her. So yeah, at the end of the day, man, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting it. We another year in, and I'm excited. We're definitely excited to see what's to come.
Yeah, man.
Another episode 26. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we signing out.
Signing out.
Signing out.
Be safe.
Chill.
Peace out.
Yeah.